Okay, I am here to talk a little bit about what I've been up to, not really up to, but what I did today. And I just wanted to share it as I was watching her video. I have done some readings with Anna Cortez, his system, the playing cards oracles. And what I've been doing every day is walking, and I watch her as I walk every day. And the last one I saw was something she put out like a year ago, and it's a nice overview of her system, and it's a good introduction into her and how she sees the playing cards and reading playing cards. She's been doing it for a very long time, 40 years maybe, I don't know. Her dad started and then she picked it up. So she knows a lot about reading playing cards. And she has a fascinating system, and her dad did a lot of research into playing cards when he was alive and did a lot of drawings for the playing cards. What I wanted to do here was just briefly talk about what the video that I'm going to put a link in below. It's a nice introduction to her, and I think it's worth it if you have an interest in reading playing cards, which I do. She just you get to know her and how she approaches it. And just to sum it up, I mean, she reads the cards, but she reads them holistically and also intuitively. And so, I mean, she reads with elements in numerology. She uses geomancy. She uses the pictures. She also uses astrology and planetary things and all kinds of. Then she reads colors, and she uses dye to read them. So she has a huge system, and she has books. She has a book, and she has a new book and a deck coming out. But the thing about Anna that's so interesting is that she just has such a wealth of information, and she's so understandable. She really brings things so you can really understand what she's talking about. And she's a wonderful teacher, and she has a huge amount of a lot of information online with her YouTube videos and with her college. I think or school that she calls it. Now, so the one I'm going to put up is the one that she did about a year ago, and she gives you a nice overview of reading cards. And for her, reading cards is it's very tailored to each individual. I mean, she feels that there's other energies that work. There's other dimensions coming into play there for everyone that reads cards. And she wants you to tap into that energy. And she talks about it. And she also talks about cards and how each card has an energy to it, but it's really how you put the cards together that come up with something that is much greater than the single. The whole is greater than the whole is greater than the sum. Is that how that works? Anyway, so I wanted to put a link to this video that I saw because I think it's the best all around general video for you to watch. That's really intriguing, and she does readings at the end. She also is very hands-on. She talks about things and then she shows you what she means. So that's really very cool. I was going to talk more about the things that in the video that I was impressed by, but I can't remember them. I didn't write them down. But I want to put a link for her below, and then hopefully you'll watch more of her. She is coming out with a new deck in March of 2023, and it's going to be even more expansive than what she's been doing. The one thing she talked about just briefly was when you read cards, you start wherever you start. You could start with just looking at the numbers and the elements, the suits and the numbers. You could just start with that very simple kind of way of reading it. And then, but that's just one portal that you can go into. And then you read intuitively. And then she talks about reading for other people to help you move along in this process. So she says she is still learning, and everyone, you still learn. You're always learning because there's just so much information, intuitive information, spirit information. She talks in this video about the Trinity, you know, setting up a situation where you're reading for someone else, and that's bringing in more energy into the reading. And then there's the energy beyond. She calls it the Trinity energy. And so there's just so much to it. And you can see that she's still, she's immersed in the process, and she's willing to share all of her information. It's fantastic. So I'm going to put a link to her site, the video that I saw, and then she has lots of other videos that you can see as well. I just wanted to do that because she just has so much information that's so interesting. And it's not for everybody, but when it's for you, you know it. I mean, she's just talking to me. Everything she says, I totally get, even though I'm not a practitioner like she is. I do believe there's far more around us. There's all kinds of energies around us that affect us in a great deal of ways. And there is also our ability to tap into that energy to gain insight into our own behavior, into every aspect of our lives that can make us, live healthier, happier lives. That's all I have to say. I've been very busy. Thank you for all my friends that are watching the Jin and Jimin readings. It's been great. I will go back to doing those when I have time. Right now I'm working on a couple projects, but I will go back to those as time allows. Anyways, thanks for watching, and check out the link below if you have any interest at all in reading playing cards. I think it'll be worth your time. It's an hour long, and it's fascinating. Have a great day, and see you soon.